Okay,
Anytime when they are there. Okay. After lunch? Would that be possible? After lunch? I'll tell you to be there in the school. The headmistress,
and the in charge after the people back the program.
Okay.
And they're directly in charge. And
Okay.
who are the ones providing this case.
Okay. Okay.
That is tomorrow there.
Yeah, that is tomorrow, but Madam would like to
They are
today.
planning to have practice teaching tomorrow.
Yeah.
We can meet the principal today.
Today and
We'll go and
again
see the
practice
practice
teaching
teaching tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, first of all, it was PCT college, and the renamed as Game College of Teachers was in 1997. In 1972, it enjoyed a separate existence as Teacher Training College, that is PhD College, Postgraduate Training College, on 15 September 1973. In 1997, it was upgraded to Game College of Teachers version with recognition from NCT, New Delhi. It is the only government teacher education college in the state of Manipur. Then governing body. First principal, the staff council, IQSC.
University has a board of studies. Board of studies. It is a government institution. Board of studies is a director of education. And there is no foreign board of studies there. It is under the government. No formal board of studies.
No formal board of studies there.
So who made the curriculum?
Curriculum is formulated by Manipur University. Manipur University.
One is the university.
Yes.
What is the constitution? Who are the members who develop this curriculum?
Or their board of studies here.
Yeah, that's what we should say.
But not here. Board of studies here.
Yeah, that's what
After finalizing the board of studies, it has been put up to the current government.
Who are the members of board of studies at the university?
Or they select it.
They select.
Then it is a choose policy adopted by the university at the time for the selection of members of the board. We are very much frustrated.
There is no rule. How many?
There might have been rule, we have no idea. They never invited us for board of study. But fortunately, I was
I think
one time members of the board of
Din is the chairman, and some head of departments are also there, and some students teachers are also there. But sometimes they invite us. This time they invite us for construction of embed syllabus. And before nobody was invited for our college.
So we can choose from which colleges?
I think from university itself.
From the university.
Majority of them from
Only the
university.
university faculties are the members. No one outside.
Sometimes
I was one time
sometimes
member of
they
the board of
invite,
study.
but it is not compulsory.
For this final practice teaching, are you also there
Yeah.
to other colleges?
For final practice teaching,
Are you also an external?
no.
Never once or so?
Yeah, our teaching faculty is there.
But not the principal?
No.
Huh? Even in the university,
Examiners are selected by the university.
in the Department of Education,
Yeah,
do they not call you for any meeting?
yeah, they're calling.
In that meeting, what are the agenda you discuss?
This is about the development of education in their colleges, and the
So you have any letter that the Department of Education, University of Manipur calling you for any meeting?
yes.
If you check, I think you are a member of US. Otherwise you cannot go for this.
Where all teachers go here. Curriculum development की करिए
for curriculum. Maybe sometime the Department of Education, their PhD thesis, viva, exams. They will have a discussion.
Visualize to develop the college.
So convert into an institute of advanced
studies. And to open child education center and to introduce PhD program and
so we have already
submitted
our proposals to the Manipur University board.
Anything with regard to the staff research, or the university, even NCT, even UGC looks up at the research. So any future plan for the research of the faculty to enhance?
Till that.
We are going to introduce the PhD program in this college as an independent university. We have our research committee is here. We have put up the proposals to the Manipur University for giving permissions for introduction to PhD program in this college.
So what about the professional growth of your teachers? This is what we are
we are going to say take part in
only with clipping. Okay, just put off.
And it is enough.
Little bit on that.
We have already taken so many things.
본다고.
Introduce Madam is the chairman of the night committee, and Ma'am Dibjani is the member, and myself member coordinator. Sit. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Actually, steering committee.
IQSC is the second step. First step is the not IQSC.
Formerly steering committee was
The steering committee is the provisions given by
preparations
first step. The second step, second inspections is the IQSC is the
The
difference.
steering committee is for the NAC examination.
First.
IQAC is for the college.
Yeah.
So IQAC should be there always
Yeah.
because it is internal quality assurance. So you have to assure the quality, internal quality throughout the year,
Yeah.
whether it is inspection or no inspection.
Yeah.
Anyway, we know that it is new and you are not aware.
Yeah.
If you Google and find out in other colleges, then you will know it. Even from the NAC, how can you constitute an IQEC where students are supposed to be present? The student leader is supposed to be here. The women's cell, the research cell, the different committees. Actually, this is trying to give quality to your institution. Like the IQEC will have to look after also regarding the faculty development program, how to assure quality to that. Even the non-teaching staff, support staff, the whole year calendar. It cannot be only academic, it cannot be only co-curricular activities. It has to balance where the child gets all-round development. Overall, the campus should look good. And also, IQEC is also looking after a little placement of the teacher. When the teacher is already supposed to be placed, the teacher gets himself or herself prepared, according to the API. So once the teacher does it, the book, hands off.
Some of them are there. They
Yeah.
are still waiting.
Which group has called this one? The one has been called by which group?
Muslim communities. Some encounters took place, and they are marching for justice. That the government does not issue for justice. That is why
the kind of experiences in the last 2 months. The Nagpur colleges has the same fact what we are facing right now. When not visiting things,
I remember from my neighboring college. My dear teachers, nice to see you all. Good morning. So you all know the purpose we are here, right? You have come and received us from the very nice. The chairperson of this visit is we have you all know she has come from a very great and prestigious university. She is the chairperson of this visit of ours that we are making. Then Ma'am Jani is she is the member of the
Oh yeah.
This is very developed by our students. And this is the performance by our students in the police week. Police week, they are dancing different forms.
This is the more development.
No, different step. Different step.
This is which tribe the dance? This is Romay. Huh?
It was sown during our college festival week. Okay. It is performed by, it is the Meitei community.
And the dress are here.
This one.
This is in front of the library.
This one, the slower it is, the better, right? This dance.
Yeah.
Huh?
You are supposed to be very, very graceful.
Yeah.
Everything, the movement of the hands, the movement of the eyes. Even the smile has to be very slowly smiled. Yeah.
What about that typical Modi?
Oh, that is Rasleela Radha.
We also have that one here.
Today,
Very beautiful. Climate, nature. This is not a project, only hydro. It's made out of this lake.
This one is business.
My project is here. It has been published in the study results. And from this current year, it has been already transformed into it was used by the Bengali script, but it has been slowly replaced by the two classes. No, that's
Yes, this is too small for a whole class, and for this purpose, we used to divide the whole class into 5-6 sessions, and these sections are invited on rotational basis here for demonstration.
The charts are not available on this.
This will make charts also for teaching practice.
Yes. Yes. We have. And it is kept separately, partly at the workshop and partly at concerned offices of institutions. We have collections. All the charts, the maps, the diagrams, the models, everything are kept at different locations.
I suppose don't pick up them, hold them.
In science conference, 70. 70.
We divide it into two: physical science and biological science.
Okay. How many are in physical science? Your subject is physical or biology?
Physical science.
Chemistry or biology? Physics.
help of these instruments. And if they require, if they once they come here and discuss something how to prepare, how to demonstrate, and that. But it's very difficult to accommodate all the students.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
But you may accommodate 40 students here?
Yes, about 20 students we can accommodate at a time. So we divide, sometimes we divide it into two groups, like 20, then after that we used to perform certain demonstrations. But mainly our method of teaching is based on demonstration in the classroom situation. But ma'am, this one, our training course is mainly deal with the secondary students of secondary students, that is also classroom. So in the school also they don't perform experiments. They can show, they don't show they don't have laboratories. They just follow those demonstration methods.
I said they will be slowly sloping here in school. With the semesters system.
Who is the coordinator?
Madam is the coordinator and she is my assistant.
So you receive on time the resource material? Contact classes when it takes place Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday.
That means college is up to Friday.
It is not so. But this time, what would happen, I have no idea. Otherwise, in the previous year, during this March, April, the college is in select season. So there is no problem.
Vacation is.
Yeah, during the vacation.
Because of this semester system coming in.
Yeah.
Council and council. Second Saturday is 17, he said that is
This is the evening study center. So, IGNO is help.
So you are the psychologist. What experiments do they use to form it?
What is the curriculum? Not that what is the
I cannot exert it continuously as my health is crumbling. You get dexterity for it.
So both the languages we analyze over here, and we make the students to exercise this, because speaking English by the northeastern people is slightly different from the real Bharati or the general Indian English, because we have lots of differences in the sound system. We don't have a long E, like they don't know the difference between sheep and ship. Ship, that jahaj, and the ship, which is that animal. So they don't. In Manipuri, we don't have this difference between the E, long E, and the short E. And also the sound system of bol, l sound, and ending n sound. So whenever they said, they get mixed up. Instead of saying bol, they said bol. Instead of saying apple, they said apple. So the difference between the l sound and the n sound is not there in our language. So they get mixed up in speaking English also. So basically what I try to do is I try to identify these mispronounced words, and then I write it down on the board and teach them how to pronounce it properly. I don't use much technology. I use myself the most. Yeah.
Sheep and sheep.
Yeah. The shirt actually is So let us try to differentiate between two sounds of ship and sheep. Please pronounce after me. The short sound of ship. No. The sh sound has to be prominent because sh and s is different. We are learning. Yes, that's correct. And the long E sound, she. Yes, that's correct. And the difference between s sound and sh sound. Will you please repeat after me? She sells. She sells. On the seashore.
On the seashore.
Seashore.
She said the seashore. Tongue twister.
Yes. Those pronunciation which are very difficult to identify between, like the t sound and the d sound, differentiation between them. Like in Thailand, they don't have the ending in l sound. They said, "You're so beautiful."
Yeah.
You're so beautiful. The l sound is not there. Sometimes it happens. And cluster sound like school, and they said sakul. Yes. Yeah, and sakul. Even the ending sound of la, they will not say. They say sakun. I'm going to sakun. In Maithilan, I sakun like that. So that sound we try to identify. We have identified some of the sounds like how it interrupts with the English language, and then we try to minimize it. We cannot actually erase it altogether. That's
This is for the teacher.
여기 세계의 중시가 아마 제가 제 탐미시 상관없. cái thằng ghé cái nó, thằng phát na, cái ghé. Library rồi đó sao kìa.
Faculty for faculty.
Faculty.
And participants also.
How is the visit per day by student? Very poor.
For here.
No, visit to the library.
Library. Section.
How many students
You visit here.
For BF 230 and the MS 35.
How many students can
Visitor, intake visitor, daily visitor, 30, 35 like it. Daily visitor.
Is the visitors register?
Visiting register. 2013, 14, 15. Yeah, 2015.
What is the total amount spent 14, 15 for books? That's it.
Pardon?
I will this one.
Please.
Monitoring our
and we are conducting infant test process as well.
Infant test for deer.
And teachers are very busy to evaluate the infant test questions. And then this is the last year's induction cum orientation programs, and our principal invited the commissioner of the higher education, government of Manipur, and then he is all visiting our museums. And then after that, we divided our trainings into the 4 houses: TV houses, Gandhi houses, Rosso houses, and Tego houses. And then after that, the first activity is the social service competition or the basis of markets. These are some of the fusions that how they do their social service based. Presenting the unit test examinations, and then we also observe the teacher celebrations. And we have teaching exhibitions. The student has to prepare teaching at, and there will be big competitions among the 4 houses. And then we organize the micro-teaching programs. These are the programs, the micro-teaching programs over the years. And faculty members involved be the supervisor of the micro-teaching programs. And just after that, we have internship, that is practice teachings. During the internship programs, these are one of the trainings and taking classes with the support of the projectors at the school also.
It's a traditional way. You wash your hands?
Yeah.
He's our director.
Yeah, we have met.
He's a director.
From each class? From their college teachers.
Okay,
different teachers.
Three. Last time it was
Only 3
yeah.
come to your college. And where do you send the rest? Only 3?
Rest to other schools.
Okay.
I told you there are around about 29, 30 cooperating schools.
How you manage to supervise them? 3 students are coming to one school.
Yeah, this is like 3 students, some 4, some 9, some 10 students. Depends on the school.
Okay. Which classes do they take usually?
6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. What is the strength of these classes?
Truly speaking, Abbas, but 6 we do have a good strength. There are around 20 to 25. And 7, same. 35. 10 and 8 also.
So, how they spend their time when they are with you? Student teachers.
Unlike other school, our school is very different. We do have a very friendly relationship with the students, and I don't know about a school. We don't beat them or like
No.
Just talking about the
student teachers who had come for the practice.
Oh, I mean
teaching.
student teachers. Sorry. I mean, I don't know. According to them, what do
When
they
I'm
think
saying
of?
student, it means the student from the training college.
The word students, I always think of my student only. Okay. Because the students are always in our mind. That's why I'm always thinking of my student only. They were okay, cordial. I mean, they were also asking us our help also, and in the meantime also we were checking out them also. And
How
we
you
were
distribute the responsibility? At what time they come and
we made a timetable. We have to make a timetable, no? Because
we have a timetable now with you.
Yeah, we have.
do they attend your assembly also?
Yeah, definitely. They have to. They have to know how our school is running and all, no? So they do know. They have to know how our assembly are conducted and all. So they do. They must be having a fair knowledge of that.
We let them conduct.
We let them. Some of them, I asked them to conduct. One day I asked one of the teacher to conduct, and he did very well.
They take part in conducting other activities.
Yeah. Like we have break duty. We do in our break duty. What happens is that we do give teachers duty to stand out and look after the children, so that they don't meet with an accident. You know? We do allow the children to run around and play here and there, no? So that we post some teachers on duty. So that duty we gave to some of the teachers, and they did very well.
These 3 students, before they were sent to your school, were their biodata sent to you? Their method subject was what?
It's maths and science.
Maths and science.
That we are not
3 of them.
Yeah, 3 of them. They ask for maths.
offering
Maths and science is their subjects.
So they came here.
Yeah.
And we find very difficult.
Yeah, because it was all
since
maths and
they
science.
are all of the same
We
subject.
thought they will be.
we cannot
they will be
afford
teaching
them
other
enough
subjects also.
time, no?
So for each class, if you give them 1, 6, then 7, and 8. One student is given 6 class, the other is 7 years.
Of course, we manage it even though we have lost a lot of classes, no?
Yeah.
Since they are occupying that and our teaching methods are different.
Okay.
That's why.
Did the 3 students observe your class before they started going in to teach?
No.
So they have to observe you.
It will be different now since ours is
No, they will have to observe. They have to observe you teach.
our teaching.
So
basically
what we do, sir, is in our college we do a demonstration teaching.
No, your demonstration and the classroom thing will be different. So
Very good afternoon to my dear student teachers. We have in our midst a very eminent young peer team. Dr. Albert, Dr. Albert here, Dr. Aziz here, Professor Vijay Singh Gupta with us. He'll be interacting with you. So we are not allowed to be inside. I'm going out.
As she had introduced, we are the 3 members of the night team, and you must be aware why we are here. You are aware?
Yes.
I am from Delhi. I am Professor Surendra. I am Professor in Education, one of the bigger institutions in Islam. And the senior most professor senior teacher and head of her institution was and now she has completed her tenure as a teacher, but now a teacher remains a teacher and she will be a teacher. We are here to assess your institution, and you are the one who made the institution. It is your performance which reflects the status of the department. It is you who want to change the system here, and when you go outside, change the system in your schools and the country itself. Because you are the builder of the nation. You are going to build the nation. So it is the direction which you provide to education will be followed by the children. Here, this institution is now just if the video process is over.
Welcome to you all. We have here as the chairman of this peer team visit, we have Professor Aziz from Jamia. Then we have Ma'am Professor Dirjani. She's from Calcutta, West Bengal, and myself from Shillong, Kuala St. Anthony's College. We are very, very delighted to get this opportunity to visit you all in this DM college. We were here since yesterday, and I believe it was your alumni that welcomed us. We are very grateful for that. We are enjoying our stay here. This morning we began the visit of your college. So now, during this visit, we also meet the alumni. We also would like to interact, discuss, talk. I know today is the month and some of you have arrived. We are very, very thankful for that.
Yes, no.
To our dear respected principal, teaching faculties, and to my colleagues. So this evening, let us enjoy it. So for the highlights of our get-together here, we have an opening song, an anthem by the alumni of our institution. And after that, we'll have a solo from M. Shanti Singh. Then he will vibe us with a Manipuri song, to be followed by a solo dance by Elizabeth, an alumni of our institute. And we'll leave the floor open for our seniors, MEd present, MEd students. And that will be followed by an English song from Albert, our present pre-service trainees. Then after that will be followed by a group dance, which is going to be interesting. And after that, we'll leave the time for a Hindi song from our alumni. And the highlight, let us say the climax of our get-together, the Thangta, is a very interesting sword play, famous Manipuri sword play. And with a song of love and unity, we are going to part today. So it will be an English song, and with that, we will come to the end of our program. So, an opening song, the anthem of our institute. So please, now I request and I welcome the song.
And the song goes like this. The title of the song, then title of the anthem is Mother, the Goddess of Learning. And the song goes like this. Mother, the Goddess of Learning, we are standing at the door. Please enlighten us through beauty and goodness. Be kind to us, let us free from darkness. still unable to read and write properly, still unable to speak fully. Oh Mother, the goddess of learning, you have different incarnation for enlightenment of mankind. The lyric is by Panto and music composer is R.K. Jitendra. Thank you.
Dear respected faculty, everyone, dear principal, faculty members, and non-teaching faculties, and my dear students, once again, we are so happy, delighted, and we are so, let us say, we can't express in words how happy we are to have you in our midst. Now that you have come us and you have really widened our view by your visit. In your presence itself here shows us that we are really feel wanted, and we feel that we are really happy to have you, and that we are really, I'm not able to express in words how happy and how indebted we are that you have visited us to our institute over here, and you have really made us think about ourselves and the need of education in our country, and the preciousness of education. Thank you. Now we will have a solo dance from Elizabeth. Please, may I call upon Elizabeth? Thank you.
All we have to do now is love one another.
come to the end of our cultural program. Thank you.